Urban gardening is giving fresh meaning to the phrase farm to table. By using alternative agricultural methods, the urban gardening trend is limiting the otherwise huge carbon footprint created by urban areas. Cities face many environmental challenges, including air and water quality issues, lack of sufficient green space, and lack of ecological biodiversity. Urban agriculture presents a unique opportunity to utilize vacant land and rooftops throughout cities for the production of healthy, pesticide-free food. Adding green spaces to a neighborhood, including community gardens and urban farms, is known to provide a number of social, health, economic, and environmental benefits. This leads us to the question: how do alternative agricultural methods educate the local community with regards to food production while reducing the urban carbon emissions? Within the last decade, the younger generation of Boston have recognized their immense responsibility regarding carbon emissions. They have followed the global trend of turning empty rooftops into gardens, not only filling an agricultural gap, but also creating a much-needed green oasis for the local community. At Boston Latin, a local high school, the students have taken their responsibility seriously by participating in environmental competitions and have through these won several green implementations that are located throughout the school. For example, an innovative garden in their courtyard which utilizes a new kind of biotechnology. The so-called Freight Farm, built by a Boston startup, is a hydroponic grow space built into a repurposed shipping container.
With the watering, the lights, the nutrient feed is all done with a computer. So it's a self-contained system.
It could produce like 900 heads of leafy greens a week if we were able to keep up with that. That's like lots and lots and lots of food.
This is equal to more than an acre of land.
So basically, hydroponic means that rather than using soil, you're using water with minerals. And so basically the plants are growing from the water and like using those water and minerals rather than getting the minerals from the soil. So that way you're able to grow them vertically because the soil wouldn't probably stay vertical.
We also visited Open Agriculture, an institute at MIT working on developing the open source hardware and software platforms for sensor-controlled hydroponic and aeroponic agriculture systems. Food computers, as they call them, will serve as tools for users to experiment, innovate, and grow. Every time users grow and harvest, they will contribute to a library of climate recipes that can be borrowed and scaled so that users around the world can gain access to the best and freshest foods. Experts worldwide state that urban farming has many influential parameters that affect the outcome and productivity of the garden. Nevertheless, urban gardening has proven to be quite beneficial with regards to not only carbon footprint but also food productivity. A report from the United Nations estimates that 15 to 20% of the world's food is grown in urban areas, a surprisingly high number. Therefore, a rise in interest could potentially revolutionize the agricultural field and consequently improve the global environment.
I think it's really, really satisfying to know that we've brought about so many changes in the school and so many changes even in Boston, Massachusetts, maybe even the country. And it's just really cool knowing that we're part of something bigger.
But can small-scale projects like urban gardening make a difference, or is man-made climate change inevitable?